Every day you log into Genshin Impact and make your daily routine. But why? Why have you done so for over a year and most likely will keep doing so for the foreseeable future? Hi and welcome back to Minpact. Today we look at why Hoyoverse excels at what many others, including me, failed to do. Retention. When I ask you why you keep coming back, what would your answer be? I have to spend my resin, I need to farm some rocks, or I have to do my daily quests. If you answered with any of these options, you have yet to realize what your true motive is. You would not come back to the game for the sake of spending resources, no. What keeps you coming back is what these resources provide to you. The game is undoubtedly pretty, the world feels very much alive, and the sandbox is fun. But these things don't get better or worse because of the resources you spend, right? What really drives the game forward is the interaction between the character and the connection you form with these characters. If I may give you an example, I really like Elena Nishida, a cosplayer who herself loves the character Toma. Prior to his release, she spent all her time and resources farming all the materials for him, and on the day of his release, she maxed out everything right off the bat. That's what you use your resources for, show your love or connection to a character. But here we kind of run into a problem. How many resources do you need for a single character? The monster drops and regional resources are not that big of a deal, but the resources that require resin are. Only for the Ascension you need 46 boss items, which can take you up to 20 runs or 800 resin, not including the required gems. The talents are even worse. For 10-10-10 talents, you need about 50 dungeon runs with condensed resin, so about 2 grands. Add to that the 9 weekly boss runs, which takes surprisingly 9 weeks and another 540 resin. Now, you also want some decent artifacts. Oh boy, how many clears do these take? According to my Discord, which you should join by the way, it takes you at least 30 additional runs with condensed resin, or about 1.2 grands, for merely decent artifacts. More if you want to get really good ones. Of course, you can get lucky, but are you really? Now, add all of these things up, and you get about 4.5 grands of resin for a decently built character. 4.5 grands. You only generate 180 per day, and most, including me, don't spend all their resin every day. So 160 per day is more realistic, which means it takes you about 28 days for one single character. Of course, you can spend some primos and get help from your teapot and battle pass, but still, 28 days for a single decently built character is a lot, and most characters on their own don't constitute as a team, so that's 112 days for you. Oh, you sometimes also want to clear the abyss, yeah? So make that 224 days then. You don't have any spare characters yet, just 2 standard teams, but you spent the better half of a year grinding for the resources. Is there possibly a barrier for entry for new players? So, if you ever get asked why you keep on playing Genshin, you have your answer. It's about deepening your connection to your character, either to make him stronger or win him in the gacha game. This is your motivation. That's the reason you come back daily. Everything else is a nice add-on. Subscribe to Minpact and like the video. See you in the next one.